Hi y'all, I'm Brenda. Welcome to Nana's Hidden Apron. Guess what? Something has happened today. Well, last night, today. Fall has finally arrived in the bluegrass. Yeah, see those leaves? We just cleaned all that up yesterday, but that's okay. Look, we've got rain. We have a little Yorkie that's running around in it, and a little Chihuahua right there. You little ones need to come back in the house. The birds. Yep, it's fall. Feels nice. Beautiful weather. Hello. Feels nice. It's beautiful weather outside. Actually fall-like weather. We're away from, well, for now anyway, we are away from the upper 90s and the record-setting temperatures, record-setting highs anyway. So, with that being said, today I decided I was going to fix a nice fall dish for dinner. And that's going to be rotisserie chicken pot pie. Yeah, some more rotisserie chicken. You are going to love this. I've got some of my ingredients ready here. Well, I've got everything kind of spread out. I've got this is my rotisserie chicken. Turkey gravy, you can use whatever brand you like. Mozzarella cheese, some cream cheese, butter, baking powder, salt, onion powder, coconut flour, almond flour. I have some olive oil to spray my pan with. Got the oven, actually, she's preheating for 375. And I have my vegetables that I want to use that I heated up in the microwave just a little bit. Of course, I have my water always ready. Tom's coffee cup in there. But I'm using California mixed vegetables. And what I do is I go ahead and heat it for 3 minutes. And then I drain it. And any of them that are more than bite-sized pieces, which a lot of times, you know, when we get the frozen veggies like that, they are. I'm going to go ahead and make them into bite-sized pieces. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my, let's see, what size? Okay, it's 12 ounces. The 12-ounce California-style mixed vegetables. I've heated those for 3 minutes, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and dice those up, you know, to the bite size. Going to spray my pan with the non-spray stick. And then I'm going to, in my pan, I'm going to go ahead and put the veggies, the chicken, and the turkey gravy. Now, if you like yours a little bit thinner, then go ahead and add just a little bit of chicken broth to it to thin it out some. And then we're going to make the pie shell. Well, not a shell. I don't do the whole thing. Just the topping is what I'm going to do. I only like to put the topping on it. Now, sorry about that. Had to let those puppies in. Y'all know how that goes. But I've got all my stuff over here to make the fathead dough. Fathead dough. We're going to make fathead dough that we're going to put on top of our chicken and veggies and gravy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you all set up over here like I usually do, so y'all can see what's happening on this side, and I'll have two hands that I can get going with. So I'll be right back with you. Alright, there we go. Now, you, sir, must move out of my way. That's Brinkley. He heard the oven beeping, let me know that it's ready to be used. He hates noises, with the exception of fire trucks. Fire trucks, police cruisers, all them sirens. Man, he loves to howl at them. We always say he wants to be a fireman, or he wants to be a police officer. He's going to be their sirens for them. It's a way to get through all the howling, which is cute in its own way. But now, back to what we were talking about. I went ahead and drained my veggies. And you see how big they are? That's just way more than a bite size. So, let me clear this out of my way. And I am going to make these into bite-sized pieces. But first, I'm going to spray my baking dish. You can use a small baking dish like this. A 9-inch pie plate works wonderful. That's actually the best thing to use. This is just a pretty dish. Honestly, I just wanted to use it because it's pretty. I'm going to get me a smaller knife, though. I think that was overkill. Dun, dun, dun. Alright. Now, let's get this going. Like I said, we're going to cut these into bite-sized pieces. And you only do it for 3 minutes. That gives you enough time, you know, to make sure that they are thawed. Because, you know, it's kind of hard to cut them if they're not. So, we want to do that. Just make sure it's thawed. And that way we can get these into the proper bite-sized pieces. So, we'll go ahead and pour that in there. Probably should have done that in the direction so y'all could see, huh? But, see, like this, that's just too big of a bite, isn't it? Now, you can use whatever veggies you like. If you want peas and carrots in yours, if you want to put you some little potatoes in it, that's fine. This one's a keto one, so, you know. Sadly, we can't have our taters on keto, can we, folks? No, we cannot. But that's okay. Yeah, I admit, I've been slipping on mine. Tom's doing a lot better at it than I am. I think. I might be wrong, I don't know. He's in there editing another video right now, so I imagine y'all see his mug here before long. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get me some more frozen veggies out, I think. No, maybe that, I better leave it at that. That's my recipe. That's how much I use, so I'm going to leave it just like that. And you know, sometimes these veggies, they have just these little hard edges. You don't want to eat that. Just cut it off and get rid of it. Okay, now, this is my rotisserie chicken. Y'all probably saw me working with. The rotisserie chicken has turned out to be a pretty good hit on all the, I'm going to slice this up a little bit more, on all of the recipes that I've made so far. Tom likes it real well. Family's liking it. Doing pretty good with it, I think. For those of you that are new to my channel, if you would, click the subscribe button, and then there's going to be a little bell, a little dinner bell. It's a notification bell. You click that, you'll get notifications. If you subscribe, you'll get notifications anytime I put new content on. It could be anything from cooking to decorating to crafting. It could be our grandchildren. It could be anything. I'm telling you, it could be. Alright. Now that I've got this in there too, rinse these hands again. And I'm going to go ahead and pour my gravy in. No, it's going to fit in this dish pretty good, I think. I'm going to put just a little bit of pepper in that too, I believe. Just a little bit though. Now this is turkey gravy that I'm putting in here. You can always, of course, you can use chicken gravy if you want to. You know, I should imagine that this could be used as a beef pot pie as well. It's just, my family always preferred the chicken pot pie. But you can get the beef gravy and get you some of those beef, some of the stew beef. Go ahead and cook it up, then put it in here. And go ahead and put the mixed veggies in with it. It'd be great, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it would taste super, super good. Alright, now, let me grab this. And I'm going to put just just a couple turns of fresh black pepper in it. Okay? Fresh cracked pepper, black pepper. And let's give this a stir. We went to church this morning, and we're having homecoming next week, so we was getting our list together on stuff that we want to make. So I'm going to have some vlogs on that too, I do believe. I've already done one on my apple pie bread. No, mister, you cannot go out. That's Brinkley over there scratching on the door. But on the apple pie bread pudding, I've already done one on it, and we'll put the link here so you can go take a look at that. I'm telling you, that's an awesome eat right there. Awesome. I can't even talk. I'm telling y'all, I'm having issues today. But I'm also, and it's going to be a first for me, I'm going to bake some squash, some butternut squash, and put those, those autumn seasonings that we all love, the cinnamon and the nutmeg and the brown sugar. Well, okay, I'll use coconut sugar, so to stay keto, but you know what I'm saying. I think it's gonna taste really good. I can just imagine the aroma that's going to be in this kitchen when I start baking all of that. Don't smell good. I'm here to tell you. All right. Now, let me show you all this without dumping it. Oh, up we go. See there? It's pretty already, isn't it? Now you can do this without the crust. It can be a crustless one if that's how you like it and you don't want any kind of breading at all. Again, this is a keto one, so you can do it however you like. Next thing that we are going to do is we're going to make our dough. And that's going to be 1.5 cups of mozzarella cheese, a tablespoon of butter, and 3 tablespoons of cream cheese. Now I'm going to put all those in this bowl, microwave safe bowl, of course, and heat it up. Get it all mixed in together. But first of all, now I'm going to do the mozzarella cheese and the cream cheese first. You know how you do with your flathead dough. I'm just going to do that first and melt those up. And then after I get it out of the microwave, I'm going to go ahead then and add my butter to it. So now that's 2 tablespoons right there. Well, more like 1.5. So we'll add just a little more to it. What do you say? Now, I'm all about making things look nice when you eat it. Somebody brings you over something and it looks all dumpy and sloppy. Do you want it? I don't. If they bring it over and if it looks nice, smells good, if I've never ate it before, I'm willing to give it a try because it looks good and smells good. And you know that those veggies and that chicken with that gravy already look delicious. And having made this before, I can tell you it is. It is. It tastes real good. Alright. Now, let's get this folded up and out of the way. There's nothing wrong with my cream cheese, I promise you. I buy it in large quantities and I put it in the freezer so that it doesn't ruin. Because eating keto requires a lot of cream cheese. Don't that just break your heart? Nope. Not here. I like cream cheese. I liked it when I was little. Remember when I was little, my mama used to, that was my treat while all of my sisters were going to school. My mama would get the cream cheese out. See, she'd get the cream cheese out and give me a little spoon of it. Sometimes we'd sprinkle some I'm going to put this in the microwave and melt it. Y'all know how we do it. We're going to do it for 30 seconds. Then we're going to, I'm going to back this off so y'all might be able to see. Here I go again. Y'all know how I am with this camera. Whoops. But it was my little treat that I would get while my sisters were in school. But there's the cream cheese and the mozzarella. I'm going to do it first for 1 minute, and then we're going to hit it again for 30 seconds. Then we'll take it out of there, and I'm going to mix it around. Ooh, I think it's crooked. Hello. Going to take it out of there and get it mixed up. Then start with putting the butter in, and my coconut flour, my almond flour, my baking powder, my salt, my onion powder. You can put some garlic powder on it if you want to, but I just didn't want to. I don't have it on my recipe. I hadn't put it on there before, so. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get this finished, and then I'll be right back with you. See you in a few minutes. Alrighty, I got y'all back over here now. That being the amount it was, with a 1.5 cups of mozzarella cheese and the 3 tablespoons of the cream cheese, it melted up in a minute. So just kind of watch your time. Take it out. 30-second bursts. Do it 30-second bursts. That's always the best way to do it. But now I'm going to go ahead, while this is hot, I'm going to go ahead and get my tablespoon of butter in here. Yeah, y'all know I'm going to use my finger. You already know. I'm at home. My hands are clean. I've mentioned to y'all before, as you go along, little tip, clean up after yourself. Put things away, clean up. That way you're not trying to work around everything. You're not knocking stuff down. I'm over here at the refrigerator. Hopefully y'all can hear me okay. But yeah, that's how we work here. As clean as possible up the kitchen. My favorite hangout at home, the kitchen. All right, now I'm gonna have put a couple cranks of this pink Himalayan salt in there. It's all in your own taste, how you like it. I am going to put that over there. I'm going to put 1/4 of a teaspoon of the onion powder, and I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and the next 2 things is going to be my coconut flour and the almond flour, which we are going to sift. It is a must. You really should sift your flour when you're doing this. And we have 1/3 cup of coconut flour and 1/4 cup of almond flour. All I can do is say, I hope I don't get my hand stuck in there. Wouldn't that be a treat? Y'all really get to see something then, wouldn't you? Mm-hmm. That you would. I know. I ramble on. I just can't help it. It is what it is. I'm a rambler. But there's that one. Wipe my hands off. I'm over here slinging stuff around. Don't like that. And fourth cup of the almond flour. Shake it just to make sure it is what it is. Oh, I'm sorry, I said that backwards. That, my friends, is 1/3 cup of almond flour and 1/4 cup of coconut flour. I use more coconut than I do almond because sometimes my body just don't react well to that almond flour. I don't know why, but it don't. You see all those big chunks? I'll show you what this is going to look like when we get done. Then you'll know why it's really important to to sift this stuff. Brinkley over scratching on the door, wanting outside. I guess he wants to play in the rain today. I don't know. And you just rub that and you get all that you can out. But then, look, see this right here? Y'all see all those little speckles and flakes? That's chunks of nut that you really don't want to be chewing up on in your fathead dough. You don't need that in there. It's not necessary. Sift it out. It only takes a minute, if even that long. But what we're going to do is I'm going to get this mixed on up and probably put my hands into it because that's how I am. And then, ooh, did you see my light come back on? Then we're going to put it on some parchment paper and I'm going to roll it out. And then I'm going to take a sharp pointy knife and I'm going to use the lid to my pan. Now, and if you don't have a lid to, well, not a pan, it's a baking dish. But you want to use your dish. If you don't have a lid, just turn your dish upside down before you put your stuff on there in it, and use it as a guide because you want to cut your dough to fit in your pan. And yeah, like I said, you want a 9-inch baking dish, whether it be a pie. You don't see that? I'm sorry. Pie pan, a pretty baking dish. You could even put it in a 9x9 or an 8x8 pan. You know, a square dish. Just, you want to make sure and get your dough right on it though. And you want it to cover completely. So, the easiest way for me to do this is to put it on the parchment paper and then get it in between, you know. Yeah. Look at that. Pretty nice, huh? You see that? Looks just like any dough that you would eat, huh? Get that right off just a little bit. Wish I went on and pulled that paper off. He did. Let me rinse my hands off here. But yeah, I like to tell y'all little tidbits and stuff about things when I was growing up. It don't mean a lot to some people, but it means the world to me, and I just kind of like to share it, you know. Stuff about my mom or my dad, my grandmother, my granddad. Of course, never called him granddad, called him Papaw. That was my Papaw. He worked on the railroad. Back when they had the cabooses on there. Yeah. Yeah, how about that? They actually had little red cabooses. Drop that on there. You heard that, I reckon. Splat. Okay? Now, get my rolling pin out. Have it ready. You know what? I think I'm going to use my little one, though. I like using it a lot better. This one is, as you notice, I don't have a whole lot of counter space. I don't care. I'm still in the kitchen. But this little one right here works a whole lot better in my area that I have to work in. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this down just a wee bit. Then I'm going to put it in between the two pieces of parchment. Okay, I've got it all rolled out. I can't tell you how thick, folks. I'm sorry. This, I can just say this thick. you want it thin. You don't want it thick. Because it'll never get done. It'd be all gummy. You don't want that at all. I'm trying to get y'all over here a little bit better so you can see what's happening without dropping things down in the sink. Okay, now I'm going to take my lid and I'm just going to push down on there like that, and you can slightly see a ring there, my circle, and I'm just going to trace out around that. So just, you know, if you want to, you can go ahead and make your bread first that you're going to put on the top of it, or your crust, whatever you want to call it. Now you can put this on the bottom and on the top. Put it on the bottom. Go ahead and bake it first. But it's best to go ahead and do this and trim around so that it fits well in your pan over your vegetables and stuff. Then I'm going to push it out just a little bit more because I think I want it just a little bit thinner. You know, it's going to rise up some because it's got baking powder in it. Okay? Now, this leftover dough, we're not going to throw that away. We're going to make stuff with it. You can make biscuits with it. You can take it and add just a little bit of stevia to it. Work it into it. And butter them up. Put you some cinnamon and stevia on it. You got you some breakfast sandwiches. Speaking of breakfast, last night, I wanted to fix some, 10 o'clock at night, I'm in here in the kitchen cooking. I put on my Handcrafted By page that's on Facebook, I put the recipe for these, but I was in here, I didn't record it, but I was in here making sausage balls, you all, 10 o'clock last night. Here's what we got left. Of course we tried them. They are so good. I tell you what, Tom and I had a couple of them, and Brinkley and Sarah, that's our dogs that I showed you just a minute ago, they sleep with us. They love to sleep with us and snuggle up. Well, Brinkley kept getting up out of the bed and coming in here to the refrigerator and just staring at it. Just standing there staring at it because he wanted a sausage ball. So I got that baby a sausage ball out and fed it to him. He was happy as a lark after that. He turned around and started down the hallway bouncing and bobbing his little ears. We call it oat-do-do-do-do-do-do-ing. Or oat-do-do-do-ing. Yeah, I know. Silly. But that's okay. He loves us and we love him. But did you see how I flipped that on there? Just flip your crust right on top there. And just take a fork. Take your fork and run it down it. Just a few spots like that on it. So that your gravy, instead of splattering out everywhere, your gravy will just come up through those. You can cut your little X on the top, but I find that doing it with a fork works just fine. And I'm going to sprinkle me just a small amount of chives on the top of it. Just like this. Okay. We're going to put it in the oven. Let it bake for about 35 minutes. Remember, that's a preheated 375 degree oven. And there's what it looks like before it goes in the oven. And I'm going to have some pictures at the end of the vlog with what I've done with the rest of this dough here. Okay? Now, y'all just keep your taste buds rolling, because this is going to be in the oven and out before you know it. Sitting here on a wire rack cooling down. That's the next thing you're going to see when it comes to this. So, I'll get back with you soon.
So what are we making?
This is the crust that I had left over from the pot pie that's in the oven. I was thinking I was going to make some cinnamon twists, but I went ahead and rolled it out and had a whole lot more dough than I should have for some reason. I don't know. Just meant to be, I reckon. So I am going to make some cinnamon rolls. And we can have that and the sausage balls for our 4:30 a.m. breakfast. Sound good to you? Yeah? Well, let me get this finished, and I'm going to stick these in the oven and get them baked up. And I'm also going to fix a cream cheese topping for them. You know it's going to be good. And you know you're probably going to have one as dessert. Yeah. Thank you, honey. I appreciate it. I'm hoping this is going to be an easy way to roll this. I don't know. It is not cooperating.
Oh, yes, it is. That looks good.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be awful little cinnamon rolls, wouldn't it? You never know. You never know. This is cracking over here.
They'll be cinnamon rolls.
Yes. Y'all heard it. He named it.
Sorry.
Cinnamon rolls.
No, not cinnamon. Cinnaminimum. Sorry.
All right. Now, I am going to slice this up. Put it on some parchment paper. Sorry, I gotta wash my hands. I know I washed all my dishes and I didn't put me no water in the sink. Shame on me. But let me get this and get me some more parchment paper. Get me a pan out, a baking pan out. I'm gonna put my cinnamon up before I knock my head off on this drawer over here. If I do, y'all gonna know about it. I can tell you that. Woo! I'll be laid out on the floor. All right, gotta run over here just a minute. And then, yeah, he wants a cinnamon roll.
I don't blame him. I do too.
I was telling him about him last night. Wouldn't go to bed because he
Oh, the
because
sausage
he
balls.
wanted- yeah, he wanted the sausage ball. He's a character, y'all. He is. He can be a grump, but he's quite the little character. He is. 8 years old this year. Little teddy bear Yorkie. He's my buddy. We hang out together through the daytime. Then he tries to hold my bed at night. These are very small.
Yes, they are cinnaminimum rolls.
They're bite size. That's what they are. Bite size. That's what I was putting on there in the center was a mixture of, I took a tablespoon and a half of butter and melted it. And then I put 2 packets of stevia. And I'm guessing probably a half teaspoon of cinnamon. And mix it all up together. Then I spread that out in the center of the roll here. And we're going to bake it up and see what happens. That one's kind of flat, ain't it? I don't think there's much I can do with that. I'm just going to set it on there and let it bake. Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and stick this in there with my pot pie that's baking over here. Y'all want to take a peek at it? It hasn't been in there too long, but you can take a peek at it. Hang on just a second here. Let me wipe my hands off. You know the drill. Put this where it goes. Yeah.
Y'all hold your ears when she opens this oven door.
Yeah. He knows good things typically come from that oven. That's Brinkley, not Tom. Well, Tom knows it too, but he usually barks up a fierce little sound there. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Baking right on up, ain't it? Smelling good and looking good. There we go. I'm going to leave those in there, and that should all be done about the same time. So, let me get my mess cleaned up again. I'll be back with y'all soon. See ya. Hey, back again. I went ahead and made some cream cheese icing. Tablespoon of cream cheese, half a teaspoon of butter, and I put a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, and almost a full pump of the skinny syrup. I think you all know what I'm talking about. We'll put a picture in so you guys can see what we're talking about. But we've tasted that and it tastes that darn good. Did want to let you all know. Excuse my back. Sorry. Woo! Look at there. Don't they look good? Get y'all to take a peek down in here in the oven when he gets finished there. I gotta let those cool down, and then I'll put that icing on them. Cinnamon pinwheels, kind of like that. I had to put some, because I'm baking this in this dish. See how it got done on the outside, but the inside's still a little bit doughy. there. I had to cover it with aluminum foil, just like you would if you were making, you know, like your pie crust, how you have to cover it, keep it from burning. Same thing. But this is the first time it's done that to me. And I think it's just because I have it in that deep dish. Usually, I just put it in a 9-inch pie dish. And it does fine. But I really wanted to use that dish this time. What can I say? But I'm going to let these cool down. And then Tom will have him a bite of one. I'll have me a bite of one. Okay. 1 or 2. We'll see how they taste. But, yeah, when I get finished, we'll either have a video on that or, you know, they're nice and soft, too. Ooh. Let me put just a little bit of that on there. I know it's hot and it's going to make it melt super quick, but let me put a little bit of this on one of them. Which one you want it on, dear? The pretty one. Spread that on there. Ooh. It's wanting to take both of them. Yep, got to lick my thumb just then I did. Well, it's hot, so you can wait or...
Yeah, I'll wait.
Or you can try it now. See, he just can't pick it up like I can. Oh, you want a fork? Oh, you want to get a bite. Okay. I know. I'm showing off. Ooh, let me hang on to that. Can't put a lot of pressure on it because I've got it sitting on one of those little... Yay! That tells me I did a good job.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's sitting on that. Isn't it pretty? Oh, look at him. Now you want to drop it?
Mm-hmm. The rubber my mouth will do.
Huh? Well, I'm glad you like it, dear.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, looky there! Yay! Don't know about all that, but okay. I'm going to shut this off so I can get the rest of these off of here and on a platter or something, and then hopefully that'll be done in just a few minutes. Of course, now it's going to take a while for that to cool down. You have to let that cool down because that hurts feelings. It's that hot. But I'll get back with you in a little while. Just want to throw this in there one more time. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. And in order to get the notifications after you subscribe, click that dinner bell. And each time we put something new on, y'all are going to be the first ones to see it. In the meantime, y'all take care, and I'll get back with you later. See ya.
What you eating there, babe?
Shame on you. Just a little taste. It's really good. It is. Look how cute. Look at that. It turned out perfect. Perfect little pinwheel cinnamon roll. And it tastes great. Sneaky, sneaky. Alright. I think it's done. Well, it's hot in there, that's for sure. Now, as long as I can keep that little guy away from me so I don't burn him or me, we're in good shape. Okay. Whew, let me shut that door before it sets off the detector over there. Pull those off there. See how I was talking about it getting done a little bit sooner around the edges. So I went ahead and put that paper on there. But look at that bubbling up out of there. All that yummy, 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 yummy goodness. Oh, and these, they've got their frosting on, and their icing, whatever you want to call it. ready for breakfast or a snack later. I'm going to get just a bit of this out. It just came out of the oven, so it's, as you've heard me say before, it's hot enough to scald your gizzard. Just something we've always said. I don't know if it's a Kentucky thing or other people have said it, I don't know. We just used to say it all the time as kids, and I guess I still say it. Still get it hard. Come on over here, take a look. Uh-oh. First things first, get that little piece of foil out of there. Don't want anybody eating that. See, that looks like it's really hard, but it's not. It's soft. Look. See that? How soft that is? But we're just going to take a little bit out of here to make sure the crust is done. You know, it may look done, but maybe it ain't. Who knows? Ooh, look at her steaming. Look how pretty that is down in there. Oh, yum, yum. You see that? Pretty, huh? Alright. Woo, hot. Gonna do the old switcheroo now. Let Tom burn his gizzard off. Be sure and give it some blows now. Ooh, yeah, it smells good, don't it?
Oh, this smells good. Y'all, you know what? We talked about it for a long time, but I have finally figured out smell-o-vision. Now, this is the way it works. You see all these fumes that are coming up, the vapors of Om coming off of this thing. Now, if you look in your screen, right above my shoulder, there'll be a little circle there. All you have to do is stick your nose up to the screen, and you can smell this. It smells so good. Go ahead. It's right above my finger here. Go ahead and smell it. It smells good, doesn't it? What do you mean you can't smell it? I can smell it just fine. I'll have to work on it a little bit more. But anywho, let me give this a little taste here.
Blow it, blow it.
Mm-hmm.
Tastes good, honey? Any difference in it and the pot pie that I used to make with the pre-mixed?
The pre-mixed pot pie was kind of like a pot pie. You could taste the pot pie. But in this, with each bite, I get each individual ingredient. Like, if I grab a piece of chicken and a carrot and a little piece of broccoli, and I take this all as one bite, I can taste every individual thing. It's not overpowered by the crust or the dough, is basically what I'm trying to say. It's very good.
And is the crust fluffy and light?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's so light it's hardly noticeable. I mean, I know it's there, but it doesn't overpower anything. This is so delicious.
Great. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're gonna let him finish eating his little snack there.
Mm-hmm.
And again, thank you all so much for watching. You know, I do this for you all. I love to cook, but I do this for you all so y'all can see how easy it is to cook keto. And yeah, I cook non-keto stuff too. You've seen that. But for now, bon appetit. Yeah, y'all give it a try. Let me know what you think. Take care. Have a good evening. Tomorrow's Monday. Got to get that rest in while you can. We'll see y'all. See you. Bye.